Joining us here at Westfields is Ben Pollock. On the score sheet tonight, how much did you enjoy that?
Well, it only took 3 years, so I was hoping for a bit more celebrations from the boys, you know what I mean? But really happy to get on it. It's a good start to the pre-season, and hopefully get a few more in the season.
How did you find it at the back, because you were in as centre half today?
Yeah, I mean, personally it's a position I can play. The gaffer knows that as well, so not a problem me dropping in there. Hainsey's a really good centre half, and I've got a lot of experience either side with the two full-backs, so I found it comfortable. A lot of talking from all three of them, Brandon behind me, so all over the pitch I think we have a really good level of experience. So for me and Hannah being a bit younger, you get loads of support anyway, but the way we like to play, me and Hainsey like to get on the ball and try and set our play out from the back, so I enjoyed it.
It was a tough season for you personally last year, obviously with COVID disruptive anyway, but the injuries, is everything cleared up now? I think you've had a knee operation, is that right?
Yeah, so in the back end, not last season, the season before, I had to get a knee operation, but it was delayed because of COVID and things like that, so last season was horrible for me. All I wanted to do was to just get back and get back playing, and every time I seemed to get a bit of momentum, something seemed to stop, whether that be the season, getting suspended, different 2-week periods because of COVID, a different injury. But no, I spoke to the gaffer in the summer, and I just said, listen, I'm going to spend all summer, I didn't stop working, and I kept him updated with it, and I just really worked hard to keep myself injury free, building up everything I needed to build up, my left side, my VMO on my quads, sorting my knees out, and spent a lot of time with a masseuse as well. So I did everything I possibly could, and now I feel really good. Worked on my fitness a lot. I've come back in lighter, I've dropped a bit of weight, I feel really fit, and I feel really confident with the boys and things like that, so I'm really looking forward to the season.
So what are your personal targets? Is it to get that contract and then move on from there and get first team football on a regular basis?
Yeah, like I say, I spoke to the gaffer, and the gaffer knows what I'm about and things like that, and we've got a plan in place, and all I've got to do is to prove that I can get through these games and not get injured and things like that. So let's say that's why in the summer it was such a priority for me to come back fit, to come back healthy, and that's why I've worked so hard at it. So let's say I'm feeling really good. My aims, my goals for this season is to get through pre-season, get a bit of momentum behind me, because that's something I never had last season, and then whether it be midfield, whether it be centre half, I want to play as many games as I can and contribute as much to the team as I can.
Josh has mentioned flexibility amongst the squad, on countless occasions, and you fit that bill really. I mean, do you prefer to play in midfield, or would you prefer to be a centre half?
I prefer midfield. That's just me personally. But to be honest with you, I trust the gaffer, and I'd like to think the gaffer trusts me, and wherever he wants me to play, I'll go do a job, whether that be anywhere on the pitch. I do prefer midfield. I like to get about it. I think, last season, people who know me would probably seen that I was playing held back a little with my injuries, things like that, so I couldn't really get around the pitch as much as I'd like to. But speaking to Aaron the physio, you can see the change in me already, that I'm a lot more fluid, and I want to contribute going forward on the pitch a bit more. But centre half is, I enjoy it, so, and if it's keeping me on the pitch, then I'll play there all day. And
as a squad overall, it's a question of making momentum, isn't it? Taking the next step. FA Trophy final was great, but it's what happens in the league.
Yeah, FA Trophy was brilliant. It was an experience for all of us. It was a great achievement for all of us. Although we didn't win it, it was a great achievement to get there, especially with all the things that happened in the season. The gaffer repeatedly told us throughout the season, the teams who do well this year is going to be the ones who deal with adversity the best, and I feel like we did that. And it's gone, and this year is all about, like you say, progressing. We want to put the club where it should be. We've got our own internal goals. We want to be up that top of the table. We want to be challenging for promotion, and although it's only first game of the season, I don't want to sound silly, but we've been training for a few weeks now. When you look around the changing room, you've got so much experience, you've got so much talent, and not just in the starting 11, all through the squad. You got like Totti, who wasn't here today. We've got some really good players in the squad, so I think that this season's like destiny is in our own hands, and if we stick to what we're doing and what the gaffer wants us to do, I don't see any reason why we can't really push on.
Thanks very much for your time.
No problem.
Have you noticed that within the squad this season that have already come in, the 4 or 5 new players, that there's a big shift in quality and experience from what you finish with?
Yeah. You look at the lads who we've brought in; they all bring something really. You can see what they bring to the team already. Miles is rapid, and you know he gives us that counter attack, especially with Ryan on the on either side of Joy. So you know that's massive for us. Maybe something we lacked last year, maybe. So it gives us a real outlet. I mean, Vinny in the middle is brilliant for us because he's so steady, he's so calm on the ball. He gets us playing, and you know he's loud on the pitch. He helps us out, especially you know the younger boys and things like that. And then Mitch is just like a carbon copy of Yaz, really. He's our captain, he's our leader, and I couldn't praise Yaz enough anyway. So for me, I mean, for me to say that Mitch is a carbon copy of Yaz is a massive compliment, because I think they're both brilliant. They both play very similar, up and down, very energetic, and you know talk us through a good game. So yeah, really happy with the players we brought in.
Thank you.